All right, hey guys, I wanted to create a video for you about some of the most important things that I think in the space of deal making or business in general. A lot of this program is about strategy, and what I found out is that other than having the right strategy, the right accountability, and the right support, the other thing that will hold you back from not being successful is going back to our beliefs and our mindset and our energy and vibration that you're putting out there to the world. So I want to create this video for you guys today about what I call deal making beliefs, and I want you to focus on that a lot, because the vibration and the energy that you have when you're talking to business owners is 80% of the game. Because when you have the right beliefs, the right energy, you're talking and having those conversations with financial institutions and with business owners from a completely different place. From a place of you having value and you screening them if they're even good for you to work with. And I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to walk you, and literally I have some notes here. I decided not to do it as a PowerPoint slides because I just wanted to put it out there, because I think the value that you're going to get here is seriously, if you're going to implement those things, this is going to change your life in your business career. There's nothing that changed my life so much as those things. Again, back to the beliefs, back to the value, and that's why I want to put it here in this module specifically, to remind you about those things, to bring you back to the right state and the right energy, and remind you how crucial that is. Now, here's the things, guys. Changing your beliefs as you have a structure to remove anything that isn't serve you for you and your team. That's the goal here. To get to a point where you know how to remove anything in your life that isn't serving you. If it's in your surrounding, if it's in your head, and like literally just the simple thing as look at your surroundings right now, guys, and figure out how messy is your table, for example. And I know it's very maybe idiotic, and you're like, what the fuck is talking about my table right now? And I can tell you for a fact that if your table right now is messy with too many things, your head is probably messy as well. Like the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Everything is connected. So you want to get to a point where everything is an extension of you, and the way you want to be in business, that's the way you got to be in anywhere in your life. And if you want to be a person who's adding value to the world with your business career, you got to be that person everywhere. You got to, when you see someone in the street, someone homeless, are you giving them money? Or are you like, fuck this guy. Who the fuck is he? He's not working hard, or whatever. You're judging them. Because, and I want you to check a few books. For some of you, I already recommended this book. One of them is Diamond Cutter by Michael Roach, and the other one is the second book by this guy, Karmic Management. Same guy, Michael Roach, and Roach is R-O-A-C-H. That's the way I want you to do business, guys. Read those two books, it's going to change your life. It's about coming from a place of giving, of understanding that everything in life is basically an extension of the seeds that you put out there. And you'll see, guys, that alone, just follow those two books. You'll see, I don't care what you do in business and what kind of actions you're taking, you'll get results if you follow in those things and actually implement them. And I'm going to talk more about this today, about having a brag book, having a gratitude book, having a playlist of awesomeness, of listening to songs that remind you how awesome are you and how good you can feel, and being grateful and giving what you want to receive. Guys, you want to make money? Go out there, give money. You want to be successful in business? Go out there, help someone else be successful in business. Give the value that you want to get, and you'll see it will come back to you 10 times. Now, it's also about the daily rituals, right? For you to enjoy the process. It's so critical, guys, that you enjoy the process right now. If you can't enjoy your life right now and be grateful for what you have right now, you won't be grateful and enjoy the life that you have when you go be successful. And you most likely won't be successful. Be grateful. Guys, if you can listen to this, you can listen. You can watch, you can see. You have 2 legs, 2 eyes, two hands. You have family, even if it's just your mom or your dad, and maybe everyone else died. You have someone. You have brothers and sisters, perhaps. You have friends. If you don't have friends, maybe you have a dog. Be grateful for what you have. You have shoes. There are people out there who don't have fucking shoes, guys. Who can't walk. Who can't talk. Who living on the freaking street. Be grateful, guys, for any small thing. You can breathe. You know, I had this period in my life when I weren't able to breathe well for some reason. I just weren't able to take a complete breath, if that makes sense. And I remember telling myself, God, like, if I'll be able to breathe again normally, I'll be so freaking grateful. And I try to remind myself that daily, that I literally had like 6 months of my life when I wasn't able to complete like a full breath. I don't know, maybe from stress, maybe, I don't know why. And doctors weren't able to find anything. I went to all the freaking best doctors and they're like, dude, we don't know what you have. You look healthy in the monitor, so it probably came from stress or something. But just be grateful that you can breathe, that you can see the sun, that you can fucking roof, guys. You have a roof, you have a bed, you have a blanket, you have the internet, that you can listen to this on the freaking internet. How fucking awesome that is. 100 years ago, 50 years ago, heck, some of your grandfathers, mothers didn't have a freaking computer. How freaking amazing that is. Once in the past, we needed to go to walk anywhere. Now you have freaking planes. You can fly to the other side of the world within a few hours. You should freaking be grateful that you're alive right now. And you need to remind yourself about that feeling every single day. About that and the fact that you're awesome. And I'm going to expand on that in a bit. So I want to show you what made, in my opinion, the best results for me, for my team, for any company that I bought, merged, helped grow, everything. This came down to the energy that they bring to the table. And I'm telling you, I'll take someone every day who's committed to this process than any smart, experienced, connected person out there every day. I'll take someone who's willing and committed to this process every single day and take him instead. Because life, guys, life is very subjective. There is no good or bad. There is no right or wrong. Life is what thinking make it so. And I mean, think about it. I don't know if you know those blue light blocking glasses, which I bought to myself. And it's kind of like they're good for going to help you sleep better and blah, 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 right? And make your quality sleep better. And you need to understand, when you put those glasses, everything you look on right now is yellow. Why? Because you have those glasses. It's like, I don't know if you know that extension on the laptop Flux. Just think about it. When you put the glasses, that now makes your life look yellow. And your life is basically extensions of the type of glasses that you put on yourself. And if you put the lenses that buying businesses, talking to business owners, talking to financial institutions is difficult, it's hard, it's pressured, it's exhausting, then even with the perfect strategy and process, you just won't get results, because your mind don't want to do those things, because you see the life, the world of businesses in that lenses. So we need to change your beliefs about businesses, about going out there, pitching yourself, asking questions, business owners, about any action that you take. It's gotta come from the right space, or the place of you adding value, of you bringing good energy and extension of that energy. Now, the way we do that is we have the right habits. And if you follow my stuff, you know that I'm all about having the right habits and being consistent about those habits every single day. So the first habit that I want you to have is every day have a brag book. Brag, B-R-A-G book. You can do it on paper, ideally. And the way it works is that every day, I want you to write at least 3 things that you're proud of. That's the brag book. And when I'm saying proud of, it can be every small thing. I'm talking about, think about all of your past, your present, everything that you're proud of, all of your small victories that you've forgotten. Because here's the thing, guys, when you're going to go out there and do things like looking to buy businesses, I mean, people always will tell you you're not enough, you're not that, you're not tall enough, you're not pretty enough, you're a failure, you're a loser. And those thoughts and beliefs are conditioned on you throughout all your life, but they're not truth. I mean, and if you know to see how they're not truth, look at the jungle. And just think about it, like God doesn't make junk in the savannah, guys, and he didn't start with you. You need to understand that. There's no animal out there that God screwed up with. Maybe giraffe got awkward necks. I mean, maybe elephants got awkward nose. But is it possible that they need those things to, like giraffes, maybe they need that long neck because that's how God built them, so they can go out there to those trees and take the leaves and eat them. So perhaps you have a long neck because that's what God made you exactly like that, so you could do things that others can't, so you can achieve results that others can't, so you can make an impact in a way where others can't. Maybe all of your bad childhood or traumas or failures were to build you a muscle so you can now have an impact and go out there and get results like nothing else. And maybe you weren't able to get those results because you needed that period in life to build that muscle. Because unless you have the right muscle, that usually comes from failures, from struggles, you just won't be able to lift that weight in the gym. It's going to take you some time and effort. And with business, it's usually by having lots of failures. But maybe God gave you that path and journey because he knew that you need that those mistakes, those failures. Because otherwise you won't be able to become the person that you're going to really become. So that's why having a brag book every day, guys, is critical. And writing it down, not from a place of ego. It's a place from literally like a divine remembering of who you are. Because when you look at kids out there, when you look at a kid, every kid is beautiful. And what we need to do is connect to that little kid every day. For me personally, I sometimes meditate, I close my eyes, and I just talk to my little kid in me. I'm like, hey Moran, hey little Moran, how are you? Literally, as weird as it sounds, how are you? And wait for the response back, and listen to the kid and ask him, hey, how are you doing? Do you have anything to tell me? And literally close your eyes and really connect to him. And wait a few seconds. Maybe try it now. Close your eyes. Breathe. Feel your heart. And ask yourself, hey, little whatever your name is, how are you? Good. I'm sorry that I didn't talk to you for many, many years and I left you on the side. And just imagine you giving him a hug and tell him, I love you. I love you. I'm sorry that I left you alone here. Really feel that and ask him, hey, do you have anything you want to tell me? Is there anything I can do to make you happy? Is there anything, are you proud of me? Is there anything that you regret that I've done? Anything that I can do now to make you happy? Ask those questions and do it in a more relaxed way, but ask those questions and wait for a response back. And ask him, what can I do to make you happy? And tell him, I love you, little, your name. And give him a hug. Imagine you giving him a hug. And really connect to that person in you, guys. I'm telling you, that alone changed my freaking life, doing those things as much as possible. Connecting to the little kid in me, and connecting, if you want to take it to the next level, connecting to loving energy. And doing the same process with connecting to the loving energy. If it's God that you believe in, if it's whatever you believe in, I don't care about your religion, or I don't care, it's about connecting to the energy that got you here. And you'll get responses like nothing else, and you'll release energy like nothing else. And if you want to do the same, I like to do it with connecting to the, you can say divine energy or loving energy, loving and kindness energy. And ask it, hey, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. If you want to read more about that, go and check a method by, the name is Holopono, something like that. Changed my freaking life as well. You have something that's stressing you, just connect to the loving energy and say, hey, loving energy, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. It's very woo-woo, I know, but it's going to release things from you that you never released before. And I many times just freaking cry from connecting to the little kid in me and to that energy, because it's reminding me of who I am. And when I'm saying I love you, I'm sorry, it's saying I'm sorry that I forgot who I am. I'm sorry that I forgot that I'm connected to you. Please forgive me that I forgot that I'm connected to you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to live this life, to be an extension of you, of this energy, and to experience this life, these ups and downs. And there's not really ups and downs, it's just different emotions and different life experiences. There is no right or wrong, there is no good or bad, because some of the things that you thought, and I'm sure you can be aware of that some of the things that you thought in your past that are the worst things in your life, in a few years then you realize, hey, those are some of the best things that happened to me, because they build my muscle to become the person that I can be. And some of your biggest failures, those can be the biggest leverage for you to be successful. And maybe that's the exact reason that you needed those failures, because otherwise there's no way that you'll be the person that you are right now or that you can be. And you need to remind yourself on those things, on who you are as a person, as a divine energy, as a divine creator. And remind yourself that that energy is connected to everyone. It's not just in you, it's in everyone. So you need to remind yourself those things every day, either with connecting yourself with such meditation, talking to the little kid in you, talking to the divine energy in you. And write down also, have a notebook, write down your brag book, not from a place of ego, but again, from a place of divine remembering of who you are. Because every kid is beautiful, and so are you guys. God didn't make mistakes in the savannah, and he didn't freaking start with you. And here's the thing, if you subconsciously think that you're a loser and that you suck, you just will never be effective in meetings, in phone calls, and in your work. You just won't, because your subconscious will always self-sabotage yourself. But if you remind yourself every day that you're connected to the little kid in you, and the little kid is basically the divine expression of you, before you have all those masks on you and all the childhood traumas on you. And when you remind yourself every day about that person, and not just about connecting to that energy, but also writing it down. Like for me, I'm trying to connect to that energy every day after my meditation. I'm meditating every day. I'm doing the Joe Dispenza meditations. And sometimes they are very, very long, so I'm just trying to, I literally double speed the meditation as well, or just triple speed the meditation. If it's like a 1 hour meditation, sometimes I triple speed, sometimes I double speed, sometimes I try to do the full meditation if it's like 1 hour. Depends on how I feel and how much, what my schedule looks like. But ideally, I'm telling you, that's gonna freaking change your life, guys. Doing the meditations on a daily basis, and then when you end the meditation, connect to that energy, connect to loving and kindness energy, connect to the little kid in you. And then I want you to write down 3 things that you're proud of, and that's your break book. And after the meditation, put like 5 or 10 minutes practice on it. Put in the time, guys. I'm telling you, for me personally, I spend like 2.5 hours in my morning as my morning routine, including workout, including meditation, and including things like that, like connecting to the right energy that I want to have. It's gotta be a daily practice. It's gotta be consistent, and you gotta have a way to keep track of the daily morning ritual that you have. It's gonna change your life. I'm telling you. Just do that. Meditate. Do the brag book. I'm gonna talk to you more about the gratitude book and all those things. So it's after meditation, it's another 10 minutes of practice, and then I work out. I come back, I shower, and I start to work. Did I miss anything? No, but that's pretty much it. It's gonna freaking change your life. And part of this practice is obviously reading about the vision, the person you want to be. Read it day and night, like I said, and read it and feel that freaking feeling that you want to feel. And here's the thing. When I'm talking about break book, I want you to write down things like Like, think about things that you accomplished in your life that you thought were impossible at first. Think about things that you achieved that maybe you forgot. Even the smallest things, guys, the smallest freaking things. Write down things that, when did you show kindness to other people, to other fellow human beings? When did you do something that really made you feel like really proud of yourself, that maybe you were afraid to do it first? When were you able to be there for someone, maybe? To really be there for someone, and you took it for granted and you forgot? How much you already overcome in your life? Think about, some of you guys are 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, 60 years old. How much you already overcome? Aren't you proud of that? That you made it through childhood, through high school, perhaps you have kids and family already. So I want you to sit on it, and it will trigger few victories that will flood back that energy for you guys. It will energize you like nothing else. That feeling of being proud and knowing that you're already a winner. And then it will come from a big knowing and authentic understanding that you've been winning for all of your life already. You just never freaking focused on that. And that's what I want you to change, guys. I want you to focus on that. On knowing that you are winning every single day, that you are already a winner. You just not focus on that. For 99% of people, they're not focused on the good things that they've done. They're only focused on what went bad. Oh shit, that didn't work. This business owner didn't answer. I made an offer and they didn't accept it. Oh shit. Oh really? And what about all the good things that you did? You joined this program. You sent letters. You talked to business owners. You cold calls. You use social media. You bought this database. You sent this email. You talked to those amount of business owners. You made offers. You analyze X amount of deals. You look at financials. You learn more about accounting. What about all those things? Aren't those things that make you win? Didn't you make progress? Be proud about those things. Maybe you didn't get a yes yet about one of your offers. Maybe you can send another offer. Be proud about that. You're not giving up. I'm going to send another offer. I'm going to send the third offer, the fourth offer. They didn't accept that. Let's find a new deal. Why are you not proud about those things? Why are you not feeling good about those things? So remember, the brag book is about remembering who you are. So do that. It will make all the difference in the world. It will make you feel differently. It's going to get you different results. And when people start to do that, they start to feel good about themselves. So make it a daily practice that every day you give yourself the gift to write down what you did right, what you're proud of. And every time you invested in a program, every time you have a new mentorship, every time you wrote a new letter to a different business owner, anything you did in your life that you're proud of, write it down. Things that you did that many others probably didn't because they gave up or they didn't even try. Every time you did something that you're afraid of, that should be in your brag book, and I want you to write at least 3 things every day. But feel those things. Don't just write it down and forget about it. Really feel it and think to yourself, wow, I actually freaking did it. You need to remember all those things that you're proud of. Write down, maybe sit for the first time for 30 minutes just on that. Write down 50 things that you're proud of. Where you showed kindness to others, where you overcome something difficult, achieved something. Things that you've been through and finished in your life that took you some time. Maybe you know how to play the guitar and that took you some time. And you're proud of yourself that you made it. Every small win that you had in your life, because you had tons of wins. Maybe you woke up at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or whatever time you woke up for 10 years in a row now, without missing the alarm clock even once. Even if it's going to the job or going to your business. Be proud of that. Maybe you worked out at least 2 times a week for the last 10 years. Be proud of that. Freaking be proud of those things because you're winning, guys. You just never focused on those things because you put in the wrong lenses. You're putting, for some reason, some of you guys are putting the lenses of a loser, of someone who don't deserve results, of someone without self-esteem. Why? Just because that's the only way you knew so far. Because for some reason, you didn't allow yourself to feel like a winner. Because you always thought that you need to be a billionaire first before you can feel like a winner. And I can tell you, you will never be successful if you won't feel that way first. And then, when you feel that way first, when you feel proud, when you feel like, oh dude, look, I've done this today, I've done that today, I helped this homeless, I bought him some food, I helped that guy to gave him help some in this business. Even if I didn't buy his business, I gave him some value. And you feel proud, you just feel freaking good. And then I'm telling you, results will be a byproduct. It will just come eventually. You got to be consistent. Obviously, it's like everything, right? With this, you got to be consistent with the practice. And then in a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm telling you guys, you'll get results that you wouldn't even believe possible. And the results will just be a byproduct. You'll have a few $1,000,000 in your bank account. You'll be like, yeah, so what? You know what? It doesn't matter. It's the internal fulfillment and feeling that you have from knowing that you're winning, that you're a good person, that you're connecting to yourself, that you're giving, that you're winning, that you're doing things that you're proud of. And I want you to feel that way every single day, no matter what. Even you're having hard times right now. We all have hard times, but you still need to find ways to feel like you're winning. This is so critical, guys. So do that. And then after you write 3 things that you're proud of, then turn the page and write gratitude journal. Turn the page and write down what you're grateful for. And gratitude is the most amazing state you can live in, guys. It's such a great place to live at. It's going to heal your spirit, really, and the spirit in your soul. Because when you're grateful, you look at the past disappointments that you had and challenges as things to be grateful for. Because those are the muscles that you have to achieve your dreams. And there is always freaking something to be grateful for. I write down every day 3 things in the past that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I'm born for this family. I'm grateful that I'm born in this country, that I have, I'm not in a third world country. I'm grateful for 3 things in the past that you can talk about. I'm grateful that I'm born with 2 hands, 2 legs, that I can see, that I can walk. I mean, fucking hey, oh my God, I'm so freaking grateful for that. Wouldn't you give, let's say, worst thing happens, something happens to one of your hands, one of your legs. It sounds really bad, I know, but wouldn't you give all the money in the world to have some of those things back? Or, heck, if you won't be able to see or listen, just imagine for yourself for a second that you're losing all of your senses. You can't see, you can't talk, you can't taste, you can't touch, you can't feel, I don't know. Like literally close your eyes and I want you to imagine like you lost each of those senses one at a time. And if those things are not bringing some tears to you, I don't know what will. And it won't make you grateful. I'm telling you, when you're going to feel that gratitude every single day, you're going to be a different person. When you're going to act from a place of gratitude, life is a spiral, guys. Like if you're not grateful, it's going to be a downward spiral of that kind of energy. If you're going to feel good, life is going to be an upward spiral of that feeling as well. There is something to be grateful for every freaking moment. So write down 3 things in the past that you're grateful for, 3 things in the present. I'm grateful for, I don't know, I'm looking at this computer. I'm grateful for this freaking computer, for this internet. I'm grateful for the water I have in front of me. Freaking I have access to water. Like I'm not even thinking about it. I don't need to walk 10 miles to just bring in water from the river. Like some people in the world still need to. I have a freaking room, a roof with air conditioner if it's hot or if it's cold. I have clothes that I can wear. I don't need to live in the street, thank God, in the fucking bench. Freaking freezing to death. You know, people in Russia, how many people are dying because they're freezing, because they're living in the street? Be grateful that you have a freaking roof, guys. You think you should take it for granted? No, you can't. So write down 3 things in the past, 3 things in the present, and 3 things I want you to also future. I want you to imagine yourself a month from now, 3 months from now. Every day do a different time zone. A year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And after you have that feeling of gratitude from the past and from the present, and you're really freaking so grateful, I want you to take that energy and also think about your future and write down things that didn't happen yet and write them down as if they happened, and you're saying that you're grateful for the things. Thank you, God. Thank you, fucking God. Thank you that last month I bought this business, that now I have X amount of employees running the day-to-day for me. Thank you, God, that we completed this freaking multi-million-dollar deal. And now I have a few $1,000,000 in my bank account, and it's not about the money. It's about the impact that I can have for the people around me, for my family, for the loved ones that I have around me that I can help now and impact and give and share. And be grateful for those things as well. And write down 3 things that you're grateful for from your future, as if they already happened. And only write those things down where you already feel that gratitude from things from the past and things from the present. I'm telling you guys, those 2 things will freaking change your life. You gotta be grateful you didn't born in a third world country. People spend their days digging through other people's trash to fucking eat, guys. You have access to food. If you're in this program, you can freaking buy food all over the place, and you don't have a problem with food. You live in one of the most abundant parts of the world, most likely, if you're in this program. So when you're doing those things, guys, it's going to put you in a frequency that is aligned to living in abundance. It will massively improve your results in life and business. I'm not saying that because I want you to be a woo-woo guy or, I don't know, live in a fucking cage. I want you to do that because that's going to give you results externally like nothing else. I want you to be grateful, guys, that you have family, that you have friends, that you have a roof over your head, that you have a bed, because heck, I remember how it is to sleep on the floor. And some of you guys maybe as well had to go through rough times. There is always something to be grateful for. And you'll start feeling better and start to see your results going up and up and up when you're doing those things. And it's just such a great place to live in. I'm telling you. It's such great fundamental for your life, not just business. Fucking forget about money, guys. I'm telling you. When you have few $1 million in cash in your bank account, is it cool? Can you buy some things? But it doesn't matter. When you're going to feel that gratitude and the gratitude for knowing that, you know what, I could be a person without senses. Maybe I won't be able to see or listen or talk or feel or walk with 2 legs or touch with 2 hands. Freaking hey, man, I would all the money in the world, wouldn't you give to have those senses? Just imagine you losing them, or have a roof above your head, or have good friends or family sometimes, you know? Even if you don't have, like I said, a very good friend, maybe you have a dog that you freaking love and is always cheering you. Wouldn't you give all the money in the world to have that sense of connection? So start living in gratitude and you'll watch how fast your life shifts, because business owners will come out of the blue to work with you and sell you their business for free. I'm telling you, when you have the right energy. So what are you grateful for in this moment? You will have challenges. You still going to have some challenges. You're going to do things you never did before, but you don't need to suffer. You got to be grateful every freaking day, and that energy will connect you to the divine, guys. So every day, spend 5 minutes on things you're grateful for, your health, your mentor, your business owners that you are able to talk to. Then step 2, give thanks to specific goals that you want to achieve. Give thanks as if it's already happening now and it's yours already. And do it all the time, guys. Have a journal, physical journal ideally, because when you write down, the energy is different than you type on the computer. Because people only focus on what's not working. And we have the ability to manifest and create, guys. Look at the room around you. It was all once just a thought in someone's mind. And so is what thoughts that you have in your mind right now. Like I said, there was time we lived in caves, had to walk. Now we have houses, cars, planes. We have internet, computers. Kings of 50 years ago didn't have access to internet and computer that you now have. But when you were grateful for those things. So live in gratitude for what you already have and for your future goals as if they were already yours. And I'm telling you, life's going to be freaking different. Do these things, those 2 things, every single day. Every single day, and you're going to be 99% ahead of people around you in this world in terms of fulfillment, happiness, and you'll see results will come just as fast. So every day, remember, start with your brag book each morning. Write down at least 3 things that you did that can make you feel like you're winning. Kindness to others, overcame things that were difficult, things that you achieved and completed in life, things that you've been through and finished in life that took some time, things that you won, even if it's small things. Like, I don't know, I remember in my high school, I won in my in this and that game. Remember those things. It's going to make you feel, I'm telling you, that feeling of you feeling like you won in high school is the same exact feeling that you'll have when you're going to have a few $1 million in cash that you just bought this business or sold that business. Same freaking feeling. But you got to remember that, because everything you're going to experience now is going to be expanded. So make sure you feel that way right now. I'm telling you, I'm doing that in a selfish way because I want to help you. I'm doing it for myself in a selfish way because I know it's helping myself to remember that I'm winning, to remember that I'm grateful. It's just going to make myself feel better and live from a place of just fun and gratitude. And I'm just going to know that my results going to get there much faster. So remember, guys, start with a brag book, write at least 3 things, then gratitude book, write things from the past that you're grateful for, things from the right now that you're grateful for, and things from the future as if it's happened already. Go and buy a physical notebook and a pen, ideally. Start to do it every single fucking day. And whenever someone is reaching to me and isn't getting any results in life, in anything, this is the first thing that I would tell him to check first. Is he living in gratitude? The gratitude world and the being proud world, or is he living in blame or everything is against him world? Because life is momentum. You'll continue to attract whatever you are right now. So make sure you feel right now the way that you'll want to feel when you live your dreams, or you're just never going to live them. And when you feel the way that you want to feel, getting the things will be an afterthought because you'll feel so good anyway. And then it's like, oh, yeah, I just got the transfer for a few $1 million. Sweet, yeah, oh, that's cool. But it doesn't matter because you feel fucking good. Is it 100% of the time that you're going to feel that way? Do you still going to have some downs? Yes, you fucking will. But the more you're going to bring yourself back to this state, and sometimes all you need is to remind yourself about the senses that you have. Imagine yourself that you can't see. You don't have eyes anymore. And how fucking precious those things are. Those freaking 2 eyes. Or those 2 hands. How fucking precious that is. If you take that for granted, you're a fucking idiot. Seriously. And that's sometimes all you need to get yourself back to the right state. And remind yourself that fucking state every single day, every hour if needed. You'll be so focused and immersed in work, guys. You'll get to a point where you're living from that state of being grateful and being proud of things that you already done in your life. And then when you focused on work, then I'm telling you, you'll be so immersed in work and you won't even notice that one day you just have a few $millions in the bank. And it doesn't matter because you're so immersed in the actual process and work and the enjoyment of doing that work. So do that. And if you want another bonus, I want you to write down 50 stack of awesome. It's similar to brag book, but it's very specific. I want you to write down 50 reasons why you're awesome. Just write down why you're awesome. Write down everything you need. Every hour that you spent on work, everything you paid for or tried, or people that you cared about, everything. People that you were willing to help to. Write down 50 things at once. Like I said, just sit on it. Because remember, guys, business and results, in my opinion, it's very logical, but results are not coming from logical place. It can't be logical experience. If it stays in your head, it's not enough. You need to move it to your heart, to the absolutely knowing who the fuck are you, that you're a winner and that you're fucking grateful. And people will feel it too. And they'll know that you don't need them because you're already fulfilled, you're already grateful, and only then results will show up. Because when every call is a battle, I mean, it's not fun. And here's the thing, every call and meeting that you have is pretty much a battle because it's either you win with the truth of saying, you know what, I'm grateful, I'm proud, I know what I'm fucking worth, and they're feeling their feelings. And whoever have the strongest reality will win. And if you feel like, you know what, I'm good, I'm proud, I'm freaking grateful. And not in a sense of ego, but I know what I'm worth. Look at all those wins that I had in my life. I'm freaking grateful for what I have. I'm good already. Everything I'm doing right now is just a bonus. It's just me enjoying myself. And you'll see, the other side will feel it as well. It's not the time to be humble, guys. When you do this thing, the brag book, don't be humble. It's the time to own it, on who the fuck you are. Now, every day, guys, elevate your energy, power, and focus by being intentional and intentional in how you use your body as well. Stand in it like a fucking superhero. If you're gonna sit and walk every day like you're depressed, you'll feel depressed. So stand like a fucking Superman or Batman or whatever you want to feel like. Stand like you're a fucking superhero. It's really gonna help. It's like there's a fucking study of when they show that if you sit with your shoulders down and all that, you're gonna feel depressed. But if you're gonna smile with your hands back and your legs up on the table, you can't be sad. So make sure you're using your body right as well. And create yourself a list also of songs, really helped me, of songs that really makes you feel good from all of your life, songs that reminds you specific periods in your life that really changed you. Do that as well. Because to be good at business, you gotta vibrate the right energy in every call or meeting. When you stack those things every day, your brag book, your gratitude, I'm telling you, you are a changed person. You're a more powerful person, and the other side will feel it. And when you feel great, you'll do great work. So every day after you meditate, please do meditate. You want meditations, go and buy Joe Dispenza's ones. They're like $15 a meditation. It's nothing, it's gonna change your life. And after that, sit 5 or 10 minutes on this brag book and gratitude book. And if you feel like you're telling me, hey Moran, I don't have time to do that, it means that you're the person who needs to do it the most. Do it, otherwise life will suck you up. You can't act reactively to what's going around you. And when you start your day the right way with those things, that's where you're saying, you know what, I'm taking initiative. I'm responsible for my life. Because remember, the outer world is reflecting of your inner world. So make sure you control it. So do that, guys. And when you have that state, then go to action. Go to fucking action. Use the strategies that you get in this program. And do the first thing, the most important thing. Do it first thing in the day and do it until completion. What kind of actions to take? You're not sure what kind of actions to take? Just talk to business owners, guys. Talk to financial institutions, partners. As soon as you have a first deal, so first thing, build the fundamentals, right? Have the vision, all the things that we're talking about. But then when you have that, run, take action, go out there, talk to financial institutions, find a deal first. As soon as you have a first deal, you get financials of the first deal, go out there, talk to financial institutions, talk to financial partners, present what you have, talk to angels, to asset-based lenders, cash flow lenders, SBA, whatever. Build relationships as soon as possible. Use my Rolodex, use my scripts, go out there, use it, take action. First thing in the day, when you are in the best state, when you are grateful, after your meditation, after your workout, boom, take the first action, put your first 2 hours, 3 hours of the day, as much as you can on this one thing and go on it. And do the best that you can. Build relationships with the financial institutions. Talk to whoever you can. Talk to this financial institution, that potential buyer, that potential seller, those brokers. Send letters to those people. Send emails to that people who can give you a database of companies, who can help you filter companies. Take action when you're in that peak state. And do it first thing every single day, and you're going to get results faster than you think. I remember at first, when I started in this journey, I had 16, 20 calls a day sometimes. With business owners, with financial partners, potential partners, everything. I'm talking about calls, meetings, all the fucking day. So work hard. When you know your vision, when you're in the right state, the right vibration, then you gotta work like fucking life depends on it. Because life is fucking dependent on it. I want you to work as if I'm writing you right now a check for $10 million that you're gonna get in 3 months from now if you're gonna work hard. How hard would you work if I would guarantee to send you a check for $10 million 3 months from now? If I knew, if I had cameras on you all day knowing that you did your freaking best, and I had monitors on your body knowing that you did your fucking best because I felt your energy. How hard would you work knowing that you have a $10 million check guaranteed in 3 months from now? And you know what? Heck, maybe if it's in 6 months from now, or maybe it's in a year from now, maybe it's in 5 years from now. Isn't it worth it? And it's not about the money. Again, it's the person you're going to become and the gratitude you're going to have on a day-to-day basis when you're going to wake up and you're going to feel that energy of this intense joy and just appreciation and love for life like nothing else, of you waking up and knowing, you know what, man, I'm so freaking grateful that I'm alive. I'm just so happy. I have tears in my fucking eyes that I'm so fucking grateful. And you're going to have those feelings when you're going to have those right habits. And you're going to work like freaking hell. Because if you're not going to work hard, it's not enough, the right state. Yes, it's going to be easier because the right opportunities will come to you, but it's not going to be enough. You got to work like your fucking life dependent on it. And now you're going to have challenges. Yes, you're still going to have fucking challenges. But so fucking what? You're going to have challenges working in a job as well. Or fucking cleaning the streets. You're going to have challenges anyway, because that's fucking life. Life is going to give you the challenge so you can grow to become a better version. But you got to enjoy those challenges. You got to enjoy that energy. because that energy is fuel. That's freaking fuel. Like right now I'm starting to get haters, people talking bullshit about me. At first I was like, oh, what the fuck? But then I remember, no, that's a fucking challenge. Why? Because that's a challenge to remind me on the person that I can be, on things that I should overcome to become the person that I can be. And the bigger the challenge, the bigger the growth. So when you see big challenges, it's great. It means that you're going to grow more after you overcome this challenge. And you can't react emotionally. You just need to look at it and say, oh, it's just an experience. It's not right or wrong. It's just an experience for me to experience, to grow even more, to build that freaking muscle of the person that I can be. So do that, guys. And another last thing I want to end this call. When you're talking to those other people, remember that you have there's another person on the other side of the phone call or a meeting that you're talking with those business owners. Treat them like people. Like that person have a family. He got a wife, he got kids, he got his own dreams, his own fears. Remember, think about him. Imagine him agreeing to your deal and be happy to work with you and build rapport with you. Think about your goals before every call you have with business owners, before every letter you send, before every email you send. Feel that vibration of the right person on the other side. We're going to open up that email. We're going to open up that letter. We're going to call you back. We're going to answer your phone. Because there's a person there, right, just like you, with energy. And if you're going to vibrate the right energy and you're going to feel him, and you know what? Feel him like that freaking guy on the other side. He want to work with people like me. I feel that. He want this. I'll do my best to connect to that person because it's a human, is another fellow human being. I can help, or I can add value in terms of buying his business from him, in terms of saving jobs perhaps, or giving him a nice retirement plan or a nice exit. And you can be that person for him. So remember, you always have other people on the other side as well, and remember to connect to them. The same energy that we connected today with your little kid, with the energy within you, that's the same energy in them. And when you're able to connect to that, then results will be magnificent, guys. And I'm telling you, when you get to this point where every day you're waking up, you're grateful, you're proud, one day you won't realize and you wake up and you have a few $1 million in your bank account, it's just another day. And you won't care about the money because it's not about the money. It's about the person you can become. So I hope you got some value from this video, guys. I wanted to keep it very intimate, very personal. No random slides. And yeah, I'll see you soon.